It's Buffalo and the New York Giants. One interesting little tie-in here. The Giants defensive coordinator, Harry Fuel, just a couple of years back, was the interim head coach and defers to the second half. So Ryan Lindell to kick to Devin Thomas. Angles it, and in fact, it sailed out of bounds closer to about the 5-yard line. So what a break and a bad break for the Giants and a bad start there for Buffalo.
The wind is blowing.
Free kick out of bounds by Buffalo. New York elects its option to take the ball at the 40-yard line. First down.
Up against Buffalo. A few seasons back. One of the longest runs in Giants history. Here's Manning throwing, and he's got the completion out to the 48. Manningham with the catch. He's within 2 of a first the last 3 games. Victor Cruz has come into the slot to the right for the Giants on 3rd and 2. And Bradshaw is stopped short of the first. Johnson, first down, and brought down at the 34 by Corey Webster. Picks up 12. Tuck trying to stir things up.
Alpha, one room.
3rd and 5 for the Bills. Johnson, well short of the first, just a yard. Kenny Phillips brought him down right away. 4th and 4. Out with a foot injury. Merriman's also out. And Kelsey with a calf injury is out. Pressure. 3rd and 4. First down. That's Victor Cruz. And boy, is he coming on.
The crowd when Cruz catches it.
On first down, Manning. Bradshaw, nice little wiggle inside the 40, and another Giants first. Pushed out by Florence, but not until he runs for 17. Manning completes his first 4 throws. 4 different targets. He's got a first down at the 39. Just beats the down clock, drops back, throws. And that's over the head of Beckham. No flag.
4 on first down. To heck with driving this football in there where it gets hard. Let's try to get a big strike from the outside.
Stacey Andrews on that line for the Giants on 2nd down and 10. Manning well protected, takes advantage, and has the completion at the 24. Manningham with another grab. Wilson decks him, but not until that one picks up 16. First down at the 23. And it's Bradshaw. He cuts outside, and he is tripped up. Nice tackle by McGee for a loss of 2.
Jim?
Yeah.
I mean, if he stiff arms you, he'll knock you out.
Cruz in a slot to the left. Flag is down. Catch is made. And that is Ballard down to the 1. And it looked like Buffalo had jumped.
That snap count.
Offside. Defense, number 72. Penalties decline. First down, New York.
Be careful. He jerks his hands around a lot.
On first and goal, walking in is Bradshaw for the touchdown.
Well, all we heard from the Giants, sense of urgency, running game. We got to do those 2 things. 2 drives, 1 touchdown. The sense of urgency looks like it's there.
3rd rushing touchdown of the season for Bradshaw, 4th overall. And Tynes in for the extra point. 7-0 New York. Driving it down the field on their 2nd possession. 7-0 New York.
This year for the Giants, it would be the offensive line. But it's early.
2nd drive of the game for the Bills. And there goes Freddie Jackson taking off. Foot race inside the 20. Cuts back. What a move to escape the last Giant. Touchdown, Fred Jackson. 80 yards.
That move said it all about Fred Jackson. Everybody in Buffalo says it's uncanny how he always knows where everybody's at. First, the blocking up front is terrific. And then Deion Grant, wrong angle, comes up too quick. And then wants to move it to the air. And Aaron Ross has got him, but that little sway to the left allows him to go for the touchdown. Saw it last week and a big screen against the Philadelphia Eagles. Same type of play.
A career-long run for Freddie Jackson. And Ryan Lindell ties it at 7. Yeah, that last little move helped them escape. Aaron Ross ties it at 7. They only converted once last week on third down, 1 out of 12. He went on their touchdown drive a few moments ago. Another one here, no. Over the head of Hakeem Nicks at the 22. Roosevelt wide to the right. And Jackson. How do you back up an 80-yarder? Well, you pick up another 8, maybe 9. How about that 80-yard run?
Explains Fred Jackson's year. It's been special. The offensive line and him are the biggest reasons for their 4-1 record.
On 2nd and 3, he's going to lose yardage this time. Gives back 1 as the Giants come crashing through. 3rd and 5, and Fitzpatrick looks right. Harris Johnson for the first. Stevie Johnson picks up 8. 3rd down and 6. And they pick it up again. Nifty move made. It's Roosevelt taken off. Roosevelt is in for the touchdown. Naaman Roosevelt, homegrown talent, takes it 60 yards for Buffalo.
Well, they got the answers. It's a zone defense by the Giants. They're playing the short pass, but the catch, the throws right on target. David Nelson, a wide receiver, was in the backfield blocking O.C. Umenyiora. He got a good enough block for Fitzpatrick to get the pass off to get the touchdown.
Tom Coughlin can't believe they've given up 2 monster plays in the first quarter. An 80-yarder, a 60-yarder. And it's 14-7. Naaman Roosevelt, raised in Buffalo, went to the University of Buffalo, now has a touchdown for his hometown team. And then a 60-yard Fitzpatrick touchdown hookup with Roosevelt. Start the second quarter, 2nd down and 5 for the Giants. And that's another completion. Well, they're 3-0 at home, and they won on the road at Kansas City. The one loss was on the road at Cincinnati. Manning, and the ball comes out incomplete. He is smashed by McGee.
The offensive player, like I would know.
2nd and 10. And now Bradshaw rips off a good run. After the game. Man, you're tough.
What Brian Urlacher say?
He said just that.
Are you always mad?
Yeah. Why are you always angry? Completion to the 45 to Nicks. First catch by Nicks. And a first down throw. Right back to him again. This picks up 8.
Back.
As Eli got it away just in time to the end zone. Oh, Nicks tried to chase it down.
But, of course, he's very disappointed. They've given up a lot of yards this year. Or just not tackling. And boy, I hear that a lot in the NFL. We're not tackling well. Hard to do it when you can't practice it.
3rd and 5. They go down the field, and it's incomplete, but a flag is thrown.
Likes to go down the field.
Pass interference, defense, number 29. The ball he plays to the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
big men inside that stop some of those running plays.
Eli looks right, goes right, and to the back of the end zone. 26-yard field goal try. And Hines drives it through.
Let's have to be alert when he's the quarterback that it could be a pass.
Going to keep it. He's got a big alley. Brad Smith to the 46. Phillips set out one, plays back in there. Inside dig. And Jackson stuffed, no gain. We've got an update.
All right, back to Jim Nance. Phil Sims.
Wow. I'm getting beat here. Everybody's taking shots at me today. I like it.
It's your day.
That's right.
Third down for the Bills.
I'll get even.
They go 5 wide. Got to get to the 44 for the first. Fitzpatrick's pass incomplete. Going to be interference against the Giants. Foley never turned around.
Open underneath, and Ryan Fitzpatrick decides to take the shot.
Defense, number 59. Ball in place to the spot of foul. First down.
Always look for him once they get inside the 20-yard line.
A 26-yard penalty on third down. Meanwhile, Fitzpatrick fumbles the football, only the second fumble all year by Buffalo. I believe they recovered it. Stays with the Bills. 16.
Well, they made Ryan Fitzpatrick hold the football a little longer than usual. So what happens? The Giants finally get there, make the hit, and cause a fumble.
Trying to buy time, ducking under, and he's going down. And he's knocked out of field goal range. Pierre Paul and Tollefson.
Simple things that you start from day one of training camp cause the Giants to have some really bad plays.
They fake to Ware. Manning escapes a sack. Finds his target. It's Ballard, his third catch of the game.
Again.
DJ Ware is in for Bradshaw in the backfield. Manning's going down the field. Got an open man, and it's caught at the 30. Inside the 10. And Nix is out of bounds at the 5.
It's the block. The answer to all of it is yes. You're getting it all done today so far.
Bradshaw back in there. Trying to score for the second time, and he's pulled back. Oh, it's a touchdown. Troop had a hold of him. Shepard was in on that play also for Buffalo, but oh, what a move that was. He reached out underneath.
Remember, the tip of the football, all that has to do is just touch the white line, and it does.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was getting a few funny looks. Some other stronger forms of communication, too.
Coach Calver, he said he could take you down.
No problem. Fitzpatrick got an open target, and it's caught by Spiller at the 35.
They put the pressure on their offensive line. They came through.
It went for 15 yards. Clock running at 2:30. Set up screen. Jackson, middle of the field. And twisted down near another first. Maybe a half-yard shy. Williams on the tackle. Give him 9.
They have a high number of ways to do just about everything. Screens, 4 and 5 different ones every game. They will keep you off balance.
3rd and inches. And the Giants stack it up. Jackson is denied. Season long is 43. Ryan Lindell's pick. It hooks at the last moment, and it's good.
Wind is going to the left.
His 200th field goal as a Buffalo Bill. And it ties the game at 17 in 34 seconds. They go run with Bradshaw. He's got a gap out to the 30.
Of course.
2nd and 1. Open by Cruz. Unable to catch up to it. 3rd and 1.
Draw to the right.
Well, you're calling the plays. You got it. Well, that was going to be just enough for the first, it appears. In the stadium, when the Bills came back and beat the Jets in an overtime game, here he is looking to throw on the slant, and it's stripped away. It was going to Johnson, but Corey Webster was one who knocked it out to the left. 4 receivers in all, including Roosevelt. It's a 3rd and 9 play from the gun. They seal the pocket. Fitzpatrick has the connection out to the 35-yard line with David Nelson and a first down. And down in 6.
No, Spencer, ball 4. 18! Green, 18.
They fake it to Jackson. He wanted to go to Johnson. Able to ditch it at the last moment, avoiding the sack, but that's only met right away by the Giant defense at a loss of 3. Chandler with the catch.
But he has been, to this point, perfect.
3rd and 9. They're chasing after Fitzpatrick, who unloads it. And the Giant defender never turned around. And Freddie Jackson saying, wait a minute, how can you not throw a flag here?
Well, see his true talent, what he can really do on the field.
4 wideouts in for the Giants on 3rd and 5. They give him all kinds of time. He's got an open man. It's Ballard. To the 50. He's having a big game here. The tight end now with 4 catches.
And you got to put up with a lot of 2- and 3-yard runs.
2nd and 6. The Bills have 6 defensive backs out there. As Eli works the middle of the field. There's Ballard again. Another first down grab at the 35. A gain of 11.
Well, he showed it there. Bird, safety on a blitz. No chance.
On first down, looking right, and he's got his man. It's Manningham. And finally bumped up by McGee, who lost his footing, and Manningham took advantage of it for 15.
Receivers in the league, they've gotten so big, they can stiff-arm the defenders, too.
From the 20. Wide open. And down to the 9 is Nix.
These are tough in the NFL.
It's Bradshaw, and he's up and over. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that's something we haven't seen much in the NFL this year, is the running backs where when it's close like this, you need some decent blocking up front, but the running back going over the top for the touchdown. But Jim, you and I, we've seen so many 4th and inches, 3rd and inches not be made because you cannot drive the defensive lineman out of there.
Bring back the old Sam the Bam Cunningham. Marcus Allen up and over. Left no doubt about this one. His 3rd of the day. And the Giants are back in front by 7.
Jim Nance, Phil Simms.
All right, so Atlanta in trouble. They're off to a terrible start this year. Many thought they would be the class of the NFC. 3rd and 4. The Bills keep the drive going. Could not afford a quick 3 and out with their defense on that field for almost 6 minutes from the 41. Down the sideline he goes. Johnson trying to reach around. It's picked off. What an interception by Corey Webster. Racing down and out of bounds inside the 50. Again. 3rd down and 2. Awesome. And we're just across the first down yardage.
He plays every play like it's going to be his last one.
Manning looking long. Going all the way down the field, and it is incomplete. incomplete. He did not hold on to it all the way to the ground. Manningham almost got the touchdown that had been taken away on the last series. Point.
Eagle-eyed Jim Nance caught it in practice.
You got to know how to watch the practice. What you got to look for. The draw to Ware, and tell you what saved that for the Bills defense was Edwards being able to drag him down 51 yards. Hines for the 10-point lead. It is blocked. Bill's got a hand on it. It looked like McKelvin.
Carrington, they get a chance to reach up and knock it down.
Now the Bills are set up off the miss at the 40. And Fitzpatrick turns around and walks right into a sack. Umanura. Well, it was the heat, though, by Pierre Paul that caused him to turn around and try to retreat. Second down and 20. More pressure. They go screen up the middle. And it's Jackson roaming free, and Freddie Jackson nearly picks up the first. Had a nice block out there, a couple of them.
A great time for running quarterbacks to do this. Situations like this, you get the extra blocker.
Smith takes it and still trying to drive for it. I think he is stopped short. Iwanuka came up, and yes, they're going to say just back to the line of scrimmage. On a foot. Jackson lined up behind him.
Look how deep he is.
Quarterback sneak, and Fitzpatrick moves the pile for a first down.
The edge on you, you can't get that solid hit.
Second and 7. And there's a first down picked up by Spiller.
A lot of coaches never flip the plays and try them a second time. They run it once, and they cross it off their list. I don't know why.
Second and 4. And the Giants stop this one for no gain. Jackson.
Chad Leinhardt in at left tackle.
In time for a 3rd and 4 and movement. They actually moved Levitri to left tackle and put Reinhardt at guard.
At guard, yes.
It's against the Giants. It would be a first down.
Encroachment. Defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty. The yardage is enough for a first down.
The quarterback in the shotgun can flinch his hands, move his head a little more than he can when he's underneath the center.
Got a first down, and they've got Johnson with a catch, his first since the opening quarter. Tree that time. Second down and 6. You can pick up the first down at the 3. They've had the football for almost 7 minutes. Fitzpatrick to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! Stevie Johnson.
Really good throw, but the route by Stevie Johnson gets it done. It was explosive, it's fast. Oh, yes. What a move at the line of scrimmage. You can't even say anything to Corey Webster like, oh, you got to do this, whatever. Sometimes that was so dynamic. It was an easy touchdown for Fitzpatrick.
A 9-yard touchdown toss to Johnson. His 4th touchdown catch of the season. And this for the tie. The kick is good. 8 minutes and 57 seconds to play with the game tied at 24.
You miss that once out of every 500 times.
Instead of 3rd and about 8, it's 3rd and 17.
Everybody deep for the Bills.
And Bradshaw underneath is only able to take it to the 24. A gain of 9. Coughlin cheering on his defense, trying to get them off the field. Send Jackson over to a slot on the right. Fitzpatrick's throw. What a catch. Boy, he is slipping, but he was able to somehow keep his balance. Talking about David Nelson, and picks up the first down. Coming on 3rd down and picking up firsts. From the 41. Back up top, open man. It's Nelson again, and he's down to the Giants' 26.
Done a good job so far. Look how far he's back. It's just got to be passed.
That picked up 32 yards. It is pass. It's to Johnson. He reaches up, and again it's Webster. for the pick. A flag is down. It'll probably be interference against Stevie Johnson. Well,
After the interception, personal foul, grabbing the face mask.
boy, that takes the Giants out of a jam right there. The face mask
15
penalty.
yards from the spotty interception.
As much as like the Jets do with Darrelle Revis, but a lot.
His second interception from the 19. It's Bradshaw running with great force and intensity for 11. Second and 7 for the Giants. And Bradshaw, big running lane, and he takes off. Bradshaw able to hop past Bird and Florence at one time he got away from.
It was a stiff arm. Pretty impressed with. 65 years old and limber and did it. But how many times the Giants do exactly that?
3rd and 6. They got the one-on-one, trying to work on Florence, and they draw another flag on him.
Pass interference. Defense, number 29. Ball replaced. The spot of foul. Automatic first down.
Out this game with a knee injury. Second and goal. And Bradshaw is set back 4 yards by Darius.
It's a good thing I'm not the coach of the dance.
Well, 3 receivers set, and Manning throws. Almost intercepted! Leotis McKelvin, the #1 takeaway team in the game, hasn't had one today, but very nearly with a huge one, and it was almost shades of Seattle. And now they bring out Tynes with a field goal try to take the lead from 23 yards. And the kick is good. Giants go up 27-24. Incomplete, intended for Nelson. That was Ross defending. Second and 15. Got Jackson open. Nice shifty move. And gets about 11 of it back. Maybe 10. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Need to get to the 30 for the first. And 3rd down. Incomplete through the hands of Roosevelt. And now they face 4th down. Fourth and 5. Ball tipped, incomplete, and the Giants are going to win it. Jason Pierre-Paul. You know, one other thing you picked up at practice the other day was all about keep your hands up. Just, it sounds like a simple reminder, but they felt like they were going to be able to bat some balls today. The last snap, there you go. The Giants take it 27-24. Bradshaw with 3 touchdowns. The winning field goal coming from Lawrence Tynes with 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining from 23 yards out. Coming up next, the Subway post-game show. For Phil Simms, Lance Barrow, Mike Arnold, and the entire production and technical teams here. Jim Nance saying so.